Hey everybody, Mike Nelson, CEO of Efficient Lending Incorporated. We're a brokerage here in Colorado and in Florida. All right, we are on my third installment of my five-minute-ish videos on how to choose the right mortgage for you. And this third installment is on points. And I will tell you, points are subtle, they're nuanced, and it's a lot of math. So I'm gonna go at a real high level today. And this is what I'll tell you up front. Just call me and we can discuss this in greater detail, and we'll do math relative to you. But let me just jump into the high level view of points, and I'm gonna try to answer the question, should I pay points, and who do points benefit, the lender or the borrower? So the answer to the question is both. Points can benefit the borrower and points can benefit the lender, and the whole component that determines who points benefits is time. So I'm going to give you a real high level view of this, and let's see if we can answer some questions. First, let's just define what a point is. A point is 1% of the loan amount. So let's say we have a $300,000 loan and you pay the lender 1.1% or $3,000, and let's say the lender's now going to discount the rate in exchange for that $3,000. So if 4.5% is par meaning you don't pay us money, we don't credit you any money, then 1 point, let's say hypothetically, would discount your rate to 4.25 or 1/4 of a point. You can also pay a credit, and a credit is where, let's say we pay you 1 point in credit, we're going to give you $3,000, but we're going to increase the rate, and you're going to accept, let's say in this hypothetical scenario, 4.75%. So an interest rate is always quoted to you in terms of a point or a discount, par, even money, or a credit. All right, so let's answer the question of who does it benefit. The number one most important thing that you have to know when you evaluate your mortgage is the fact that virtually all loans, I think it's over 99% of the loans in the United States, are retired. When I say retired, that loan will be sold, meaning you sold your house or you refinanced it, somewhere between 7 and 10 years. So because lenders are super smart, what we do is always price the points so that break-even point on who's making money or not is going to be somewhere in that 7 to 10 year range, okay? I can show you all the math on this. It's super nuanced. It just doesn't play well on a video, so call me and I'll go over your personal situation. But let me just talk at a high level of how we evaluate it. We evaluate points a bunch of different ways, but I think the two best are, number one, if you pay a point and you get a lower interest rate, that means your monthly payment is also lower, okay? So let's say it's $3,000 in points, and we want to evaluate how long it will take with that lower monthly payment to recoup that $3,000. Now what most people do is they just take the lower monthly payment divided into $3,000 and voila, that's what it is. And that, my friends, is flawed. It's not good thinking. What you really need to do is say, if I'm going to pay $3,000 in points on a $300,000 loan, what I can actually do is take the higher interest rate at par, but put $3,000 more toward my down payment, making the loan $297,000. You've paid yourself $3,000. You didn't pay the lender. What's that math look like? And without running through all that confusing math, here's what I'll tell you. In this hypothetical scenario, a $300,000 loan, 1 point gets you 4.25, or you could pay $297,000 at 4.5%, meaning you paid yourself $3,000 more in down payment. The actual math will tell you that it's not to your benefit until you get about 8.5 years into that loan. It's pretty dramatic. So if you sell a refi within 8 years, you would have been much better off not paying the points. On the other hand, if you kept your house past about 8.5 years, the points would have absolutely paid for themselves. Okay, so that's the first way. Again, that's a subtle mathematical equation, so call me if we want to do it for your example. The other way, and this is my favorite way to evaluate points, is I actually look at the value of the home somewhere between 7 and 10 years, paying points or not paying points. All right, thanks so much for going through this with me. I appreciate it. I know this isn't a topic you get the first time through, so call, text, or email me anytime. I really appreciate your time, and I wish you the greatest of success.